Alright boys and girls, it's Scott DiStefano! Now this week's vlog, what I wanted to do was I wanted to have an interview with Scott's conscience because Scott doesn't get enough chances to talk to his conscience. I don't think that people really talk to their conscience enough in general. So I wanted to get his point of view on things and, you know, see how he views Scott and maybe Scott can learn a couple things from him. So Scott's conscience, I want to welcome you to the show today there, Chief. Well, thank you very much for having me today, Scott. I do appreciate that. Might I add, you're looking quite well there, my fine sir. Why do you seem to always want to ruin Scott's good time? Ah, what a dashing question. Well, Scott, it's not that I want to ruin, as you say, your good time. It's just that the things that you tend to want to do or want to think about, I find quite inappropriate, Scott. Seriously? Come now, Scott, I'm not trying to insult you, my fine sir. Yeah, but it just seems like you're always getting in the way when I'm trying to do things, you know what I mean? Well, Scott, there's a certain level of decorum that you should be carrying with yourself throughout life, and you seem to lack that. I don't know about that. Fair enough. All right, well, Scott says this. Where are you from? Well, currently I dwell in the inner regions of your mind, Scott. But originally, I am from a small town in Oklahoma City. I actually spent several years as a busboy at a little restaurant called Denny's. You may have heard of it, you may not have heard of it. If you have heard of it, my apologies. Okay. You really might want to think about moving into a safer neighborhood, Scott. The occasional gunshot happens once in a while. It doesn't mean it's not a safe neighborhood. Come now. Have you been anybody else's conscience? Come now, Scott, is that really the kind of question you want to ask me? I may have, or I may not have. Hey, Scott doesn't even want to touch that one. Well, I actually have moonlighted as several different people's consciences, Scott, but I find you to be the most challenging subject I've ever had to encounter. You seem to have the darkest thoughts of anyone I've ever worked for. Whatever you say, conscience. Boxers or briefs? Scott. Huh? Neither. Have you slept with any famous celebrities? Oh, if I had a nickel, I think I would care to plead the fifth on that one. Plead the fifth? All right, Scott's conscience. Well, in closing, Scott would like to ask this. Scott says this: what if I decide or happen to make all the correct decisions on my own? Well, Scott, as your conscience, I feel that you are incapable of making the correct decisions, so I am not really quite concerned with that. I wouldn't go that far. For goodness sake, boy, please keep yourself out of trouble. Toodaloo. Alright then, that's Scott's conscience for you, huh? Please subscribe to my channel so I can afford to fire my conscience and hire a sexy porn star in his place. Alright, that's the end of this video. Thank goodness. Where do I come up with this stuff? In closing, bye.